Hello, dear friends. This utopia requires spiritual maturity and responsibility to make it work, because neighborhood communities are usually very divided and in conflict. Communities are widespread in advanced galactic civilizations, where they live for hundreds or thousands of years. Opinion piece. Living in community, artist refuge, islands of light, to each his own. The sky is the limit, a symbol of change, hope for the planet. The Rainbow Family, free housing and food, respect for differences, together but not mixed. Flexibility would be the key. Self managed communities. Origins in the hippie movement. Leaving the city and starting again. Organic fruit and vegetable farming. Stock market records its worst fall since 2022. Let's start. Michael's, Da- Michael Dargaville's vision to help change the planet is to create a model for a perfect international community. Communities offer a solution as an oasis and sanctuary away from the multinational corporations that rule the planet and destroy the sovereignty of nations. In the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, tens of thousands of hippie communes flourished and have provided much information about their rights and wrongs. Communities have the ability to change the structure of our planet on many positive levels. They offer food security, free food and housing, decentralized democracy, organic food and freedom. This vision is for the land to be communally owned so that it cannot be bought or sold. Alternatively, there would be options where land could be privately owned by a collective trust, and this is in fact already happening widely around the world. Fundamental to the community spirit would be peace, non-violence, love, sharing, the freedom to live without need, a sense of community, hippie spiritual solidarity, the extended family, a sense of self-esteem, and the free expression of ideas. Food would be free in exchange for a minimum of physical work. For the elderly, the sick, or the disabled, everything would be free. These communes can also be important artistic sanctuaries and have Zen parks, wave pool for surfers, vegan cafes, and much more. Everyone would have a chance in every community. The homeless problem would be solved overnight. Anyone who wanted to start over in life and live in contact with nature and live the sacred experience of organic farming could leave the city and start over again. Together but not mixed. The phrase together but not mixed highlights the importance of diversity and individuality within the union. It is a reminder that collaboration and closeness do not necessarily imply homogenization. It is used to describe a situation in which different elements, people, and groups are grouped or associated, but maintain their individuality and are not mixed indiscriminately. This phrase suggests a harmonious coexistence without losing the characteristics or identities of each part. In the realm of relationships, it can refer to friends or couples who enjoy each other's company without needing to completely merge their lives or personalities. In a work environment, it can refer to a team where each member contributes their unique skills, collaborating on a project without diluting their individual contributions. In a broader context, it can describe the coexistence of different cultures or social groups that, although they interact, maintain their traditions and customs. Organic agriculture. The key for these communities would be the production of absolutely organic fruits and vegetables of all varieties that could be grown for each member of the community. People could have their own individual plots mixed with larger collective plots. The sky is the limit. Fruits and vegetables produced by the community could be sold abroad to increase community income, maintain infrastructure logistics, and provide people with an independent income. And of course, people could have their own jobs outside the community, including anyone receiving a pension. In addition to this communal system, there could be artistic sanctuaries located within each community for writers, philosophers, poets, musicians, visual artists, filmmakers, and other types of creators. Any type of industry could be developed on the communal lands, either to use or exchange them or sell them abroad to create an independent economy. Rainbow Family. The world-famous Rainbow Family, which periodically organizes large temporary collective gatherings in the forests, follows a policy of having no leaders because everyone is equal. These communities would be made up of brilliant organic farms producing fruit and vegetables that can be sold abroad. Housing would be free. All you would need is a mini house, a yard, a teepee, a tent, a van, a bus, a trailer, a motorhome, a caravan, etc. The Rainbow Family, also known as excuse me, is a group of human beings committed to the values of non-violence of egalitarianism. Founded in 1972 in the US, the Rainbow Family has been replicated in many other countries, organizing by region and holds annual meetings the first week of July in different places around the world. This gathering, called Rainbow Gatherings, are non-commercial events where the experience of community coexistence in communion with nature is shared. Leadership is self-managed and shared, with a focus on the common good. The Rainbow Family promotes the expressions of all forms of spirituality and faith, intolerance and respect for differences. Any human being can be considered a member and is welcome home to any gathering of our community. The meetings are held by a lunar cycle with a special focus on the day of the full moon. They advocate non-violence, free love and connection with nature, and have their origins in the hippie movement of the 70s, inspired by Woodstock and other events. USA. The stock market records its worst day since 2022. The main stock market indices record their biggest drop. Fear Gauge hits 3-month high after stock sell-off. 39% of citizens are worried that their income is not enough. Asian stock markets fall in line with the fall of technology companies. Japan's Nikkei index falls 3% in Asia Pacific markets. The US orders financial institutions to reveal before August 2nd if they have Russian assets. The G7 has not yet made a decision on the use of frozen Russian assets. Washington imposes sanctions on China in supercomputing, according to the Global Times newspaper. Robert Kiyosaki said in an interview, in quotes, "The US is going to be the poorest country in the world from now on. Today, there are slums everywhere." A millennial who has been looking for a job for more than 4 years says his degrees have offered him little value. In quotes, "I can't get anything even on minimum wage." A geyser explodes in Yellowstone National Park and tourists run away. Ineffective solar impact. The Halo solar storm arrived 6 hours earlier than expected and hit the Earth's magnetic field, but the impact was ineffective and therefore no geomagnetic storm was produced. Policy. The coup against the executive branch is already underway, according to Alex Jones. Trump promises to declassify material from his attempted assassination case if he is elected. The director of the Secret Service confirms that the shooter had 16 seconds to shoot Trump. According to Mike Adams, a leaked video confirms that the Secret Service stood still while the shots were fired. Obama and Pelosi forced Biden to drop out of the race, says Trump. Trump's tariffs will unleash economic devastation in China and crash its stock market, Goldman warns. Trump calls Harris dumb as a rock, in quotes. Trump's team files a complaint to stop Harris from using Biden campaign funds. Kamala Harris says she supports a 70 to 80% tax rate to phase out all cars over the next 11 years. Fox News invites Harris and Trump to debate in September. Capitol Police fired pepper spray at anti-Netanyahu protesters. 200 protesters arrested for protesting against Netanyahu's visit. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.